Hello, everyone. We warmly welcome you all to our special program brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. I'm your host, Vatika Singh. Indian Achievers Award is an honor that celebrates the people who went extraordinary to effectuate their aspirations and ideas. In this series, we emphasize not only on the struggles and achievements of the people, but also on the social contributions they made to their native land, India. Before introducing you all to our one such achiever, let's take a look at the small AP.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Today we have with us Ms. Suklina Minhas, who's been living in China since the past 15 years. She is an entrepreneur who's running her trading setup along with an Indian restaurant in Hangzhou, China. A postgraduate from NIFT New Delhi in garment manufacturing technology. She bagged the Miss Punjaban in 1998 and is also an excellent Kathak dancer and proficient singer. Ex-Indian Hangzhou Association member who had represented India as cultural ambassador Singapore in 1999. Hello ma'am, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much. Hello, audience. I'm really privileged that you have invited me and I'm here for you. Like, you have given me this honor. And thank you so very much for this opportunity.
All right, ma'am. So before entering into the questions, I'm very keen to know that what inspired you to pursue this particular business.
Uh, okay. I belong to an academic family where everyone is either engineer, scientist, or the doctors. I'm the first person who had started business in my family. Coming from academic background, so that means education was very important in my family. So after post graduating from NIFT, I got an opportunity to come to China after working in Delhi for 2 years at the root ground. In China, I rose to a position from merchant manager to senior merchant manager, divisional merchant manager, and also as an office manager. But later, in quest to add value in my personal growth, because I was at a very flourishing position and status, getting handsome package, but there was always a quest to have a personal growth. What next? I always wanted to have either my own brand or start something which would be my baby. So this is the reason I left a flourishing job at the peak of my career and started a trading setup all alone. First, initially, I started with me, and then thereafter, the partners joined me in between. Plus, I also got a financial support from a PDS group. This is my story, actually. This is how I started got into the business.
Right, ma'am. So we know for a fact that starting anything has never been easy for anyone. So what all were the challenges that you had to go through initially when you started?
To start up a business in foreign land itself is a challenge, and that too, especially in China. And being an Indian, it was even more challenging. Government policies, legal aspects in China to start a business, then to have a minimal investment, and also to have a minimal staff to start as a startup, to have a minimal staff. These were, and language barrier, social cultural barriers, what we I had faced in China initially were the big challenges. Thereafter, also, when I was having a very flourishing career in China, and I left at the peak of my career, the organization that I was working in China, after 8 years. I did not get a support from my previous organization, and rather, instead of support, I had limitations of having a competition with them. So it wasn't a very smooth journey for me. because for them also they feared that I would be a competition coming in a market, because they were the leaders, pioneers in this trade, in stationed in Hangzhou for a very long time. This was also one of the very prime challenge that I faced. Thereafter, to find suitable factories and to find upgraded high-end customers at the beginning was also one of the challenge in the and to start a setup. And trading is a no credit business, so there you need a huge finance. So that was also one of the challenge to start up a business, especially in the foreign land. These were the challenges that I faced.
Right, ma'am. So moving ahead, I'd like you to tell the product and services that your business caters its clients with.
I'm supplying high apparel fashions to European and UK market. It's a fast fashion business, so we have products, all kind of categories and products that we are doing in apparels, especially. And the services that we're providing is, China is a global niche to for the manufacturing of apparels. So we are providing quality product in a very efficient prices, cost efficient. Speed to market is also the game. So our product needs fast fashion, speed, cost effective, and so that's the niche of our requirement, our services that we provide to the customers. And I would also say we have never leaped back behind doing newness that in the products. Like in last, when pandemic happened, we everything was halted. So we as a company also went it out in supplying PEP kits and mask. So to tap that opportunity and also to serve how we could, and we had supplied a lot of PEP and mask that time to India. So this is how we operate. It's like fast pace.
Right, ma'am. So we all have certain plans for our future. So what are your future plans with respect to the organization?
Future plans is to grow, never get stagnant. Keep moving like a water on the floor. Just keep flowing. Be flexible in the market, because it's a challenging market. It's a fast-paced business. So keep moving. Never stop anywhere. So if there is a requirement of newness, just tap into it and jump into it.
First of all, congratulations on winning the Indian Achievers Award. I really want to know that what was the
Thank you.
feeling when you came to know that you have won the award and who all were the constant supporters in this journey of yours.
Oh, it has been overwhelming experience. In all the years so far that I have been working in my capabilities, this has been a most fascinating thing that I have earned so far, because in the business it has been a great learning that what I have been through, because business is never an easy, especially in the foreign land, and to start something at from the root level, it's never easy. And it's been really always rewarding experience, and it's a greatest pleasure to overcome the things where everybody says that you cannot do it, it's difficult for you to do it. So that's a very overwhelming experience, and I really appreciate that in Indian Achievers had really facilitated me with this honor, and I'm really humbled. Thank you so much. I would give this appreciation to my partner who joined me when I started my business. He joined me with this. He had the same drive. He had the same flourishing career. He joined me to take this business forward. That's Saman Bagga. He also got the financial support, because this business is of no credit, as I mentioned earlier. There is no credit in this business. So we partnered with right people who pushed us to learn and give us a big platform and to keep us moving forward. So one of the partner who's a financial partner is PDS Group, under the guidance of Mr. Palak Seth. So he is our financial partner. So I would like to thank him, plus my own partner, which is Aman Baga. He has been supporting me in moving this business forward. So thank you. And moreover, my family, who has always been a pillar and strength every time during my failures. So
Right, ma'am. So now, since we know a lot about your professional role, tell us something more about your social contributions also.
see, as I mentioned last year when we had hit with a lot of problems all worldwide due to pandemic, I have not been able to contribute much, but on the professional front, I would say that I was there. My whole team was there upfront to deliver the PEP masks at the time to lot of organizations, to lot of hospitals. We this time also for oxygen concentrators, though it was not a forte, but we jumped into this and we had supplied a lot of concentrators to a lot of organizations and hospitals at the cost which was required, because India was, I think, having a problem with the shortage, as well as they were having the price points were very haywire. I would say this is the contribution as being an NRI. So I am still an Indian, so I'm still paying the taxes to India. So that is the other way I'm contributing to my home country. So.
All right, ma'am. So before concluding this session, you know that IF is followed not only by mainstream organizations, but also those young minds who aspire to be like our achievers someday. So, what is that one message you'd like to give them?
Um, I would say dream. Just dream. And do not be afraid to dream big. Have a conviction, belief, faith in your dream. Flow like a water. There will be many people who will come and say, this is not fine, this will not happen, don't jump into it. You need to believe, you need to have faith in your dreams. Then universe will for surely conspire and make a road for it. And I would also say where you should also involve your heart along with your brain, because then you will never repent your decisions. So this, I should say, generation, if they want to do something, just take a leap.
And that, I must say, ma'am, is a great piece of advice. Thank you so much for joining with us today. It was pleasure talking to you, and we
Thank
hope
you
that
so
you
much.
continue to inspire people of all ages forever.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. I really appreciate. Thank you, Vatika. Thank you so much.